And yeah, I mean, staying motivated is one thing. All right, guys, my name is Brandon from Discover Music Niagara. I'm here on Pain TV in lovely Fort Erie, Canada, at the Bell Tower Sanctuary, standing by with Canadian legend and rock star from Sloan. Would you like to introduce yourself to the Pain TV community?
Well, I don't want to break it to you. I don't know if I'm a legend, but legend has it that this building, I got nothing. But yeah, Chris from Sloan here, happy to be here. We're playing here tonight in the, what is the word for like the opposite of with amenities?
Lack thereof.
Yeah.
We'll use that. We use lack thereof.
Great though. Like, I'm happy to be here. We're going to have fun. The shows have been good. We're still good.
That's what we like to hear. And you guys have been to Niagara before. You played Springlicious a while back. I guess it's not quite Niagara Falls, but as close as you're going to get.
We were there today. We hung out there until 2 o'clock.
What'd you get up to in Niagara Falls?
I got a coffee and I looked at the falls.
About all there is to do.
I ran back to the bus.
Awesome, awesome. Well, you guys are here celebrating the 20th anniversary of One Chord to Another.
That's exactly right.
And I mean, in my research, 2011, you guys celebrated 20 years together as a band. Was that the truth?
Yeah, it's true.
So is this going to be a theme in 2018? Are we going to see a 20th anniversary of Navy Blues?
Well, we're back and forth about that. We're wondering, because this tour is doing quite well, but we like to think of ourselves as a band that continues to put out records.
Right.
So is it worth the time, money, and energy to put out new music when, you could argue that really people want to hear the music that they already know.
Right.
But 20 years from now, like, if you thought for a minute that I don't have a pension plan and I have to work until I'm dead.
Fair.
It's probably true.
And very much so today.
What am I going to do 20 years from now? I'll have to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the record I put out this year.
Fair enough. Just keep the ball rolling, right?
That's kind of what we're thinking. So, but the thing is, like, if we put out a new record next year, would we then be is it just too much stuff to expect a small fan base to go see us like every year?
Right.
Anyway, so we want to do that. Like, I think that we're capable of re-releasing and, at least 2 or 3 more of our records.
Yep.
And if people continue to go to that, we can do it until people give up.
Right.
But we're ready to do it. But we're also just wondering about putting new music in there, and it's kind of diminishing returns for us because
Sure,
we're a cult band.
Yeah,
a small thing. We never never got big like the Tragically Hip or something like that.
Okay, all right.
But so we were always 10 times smaller than they were. But and as your fan base goes down and gets older and stops going to shows and
Right.
stuff,
You got to make some decisions, I guess,
yeah,
at that point.
that's
in time.
kind of thing. And so those are realistic things. But on the other, just to counter, we're still at it. We're still good. We still make a living, and everything's good.
Good. I mean, you mentioned Tragically Hip. I read something, again, I think it was Pop something or other. They said that you guys are picking up where the Beatles left off potentially. Is that something that you feel you could be compared to as almost the Canadian Beatles, if
Okay,
you will?
well, to be clear, it wasn't the Tragically Hip that said that.
No. Pop Matters.
I know,
quoted this.
but some misplaced modifiers in that sentence.
I apologize.
The Tragically Hip. What does that have to do with the Tragically Hip?
Well, I went from the Tragically
Anyway,
Hip
it doesn't
to
matter.
the Stones, but yeah.
I'm just showing off.
Yeah.
Pop Matters. There's a guy named Aaron Pinto who I've met, who goes over the top about Sloan and our importance.
Okay, I get it. Then. I see.
No, but I mean, I don't mean to because I know I've met him. It doesn't mean that he's just somebody I'm paying to say nice things about us. He's
Absolutely.
like, I don't know him.
Yeah.
But I've met him. But
I thought those were pretty strong words.
But yes, he basically he lays out all kinds of criteria for why the Beatles were great and how people should be measured against them in such a way that our band basically is the only band that is able to be the heir to their phenomenon.
With all due respect,
I think we're pretty great. But I think it's a pretty goofy thing for me to suggest.
Right,
but
fair
am I thrilled that someone would suggest it? Yes, I am.
Absolutely, fair enough. Going back on the 20 plus years together, one of the questions that I was just wondering is, I mean, what's managed to keep you guys together this long?
Well, my joke version is I have a real version and a joke version.
Okay, shoot.
The real version is kind of boring.
Okay, let's go with the joke.
Joke version is like, well, some people when you're together this long, it's either because the money's so good
Okay.
People demand it,
Okay.
or you're just having so much fun doing it with your buddies.
And if you had to pick one, which would it be?
Well, my joke is like we don't have any of those things.
Okay. All right.
But we kind of do.
Yeah.
But the reason that we're still together is because we have split the money equally. We've split the credit equally. We've taken great pains to make everyone the singer of their, everybody sings their own songs, and we share as much as we can everything that there is with the band. So we share in the good times and the bad times, and no matter how much money we have or don't have, we all have the same amount.
Good. It's a good mentality to have, especially in the music industry nowadays.
And with a sidebar of, like, we're whatever. Jay and I have never drank or smoked pot or anything. Like, we're completely just nerds that are interested in working.
Good.
So
good.
And the other guys are not drug addicts or giant problems. Like, everybody still carries their
and you take what you do seriously, and obviously it's gotten you where you guys stand today, right?
Yeah, and at the risk of mentioning a person that some people don't like, I would like to. Woody Allen, for example, is like my idea of a success, where he puts out a record every year for 40 years, and they're all good. And maybe people aren't talking about them every year at the Oscars or whatever, even though occasionally they do.
Sure.
But he's making a giant body of work that's excellent. Oh. That's my dream.
It's a good look too, and good dream to have. We're getting rained on, so I don't want to keep you out here too long. But I guess another thing that I want to know, just for myself, forget the Pain TV guys. One chord to another. What does that mean? Where's that come from? What is the title? Or can you even recollect at this point?
Well, I just know that I think what we did. It's a lyric in a song. If you eliminate the swearing, I can show my mother that you can go from one chord to another. It's a song about teaching my girlfriend to play guitar.
Okay.
And then so she learns to play guitar and then writes all these songs about how much she hates me. Like, that was the joke.
All right.
But I think what we did at the time was we just went through the lyrics and what is catchy or inoffensive. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That was definitely more than I was looking for.
Sloan, catchy and inoffensive.
You heard it here first on Pain TV. All right, I guess that's all that I got up my sleeve here. Thank you very much for spending the time with us. If we wanted to find you guys online, where would you find you guys online?
SloanMusic.com, and we're all on Instagram, and Patrick's on Twitter. I don't know what any of the things are, but
look up Sloan Music. You'll find these guys. Thank you very much for your time, man. Pain TV, Sloan Music, here at the Fort Erie Bell Tower Sanctuary. Check them out.
It's why